Hey, Solar Kneecaps here with Pokemon Leaf Green, episode number 12. Alright, so I'm just barging into people's houses because I can. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to this dude. Alright, so he's got a grab with him like, this is perfect! All I have to do is hit him with a dig. And I'm like, wait, there's no dig. I forgot to give it. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep scratching and he's gonna growl me out. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I gotta make sure to freaking give that thing a dig before I forget. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna make a punch it because I thought it would kill it, but surprisingly not. It actually lived and got an amber off. Really didn't do all that much. And yeah, since Knuckles is like 12, level 12, and everyone's like 11 levels higher than he is, or okay, more like 9, I think. Whatever. I'm gonna kind of have to switch him out a bunch. Yeah, so he just roars me out again into Green Giant. I'm like, I'm screwed. So I'm just gonna tackle. I get a crit, which is nice, and I just decide to stay in because I can, and just eat the Ember because I mean it's not like Flamethrower or Fire Blast or anything. I can take that. So defeat Gentleman Thomas. Yes. So now I go and I freaking give that TM to Knuckles. Alright, so I'm barging into more people's houses and like, hey, get out of here! Jeez, man. Freaking angry also. Yeah. So he's got this Nidoran male, as you can tell by his penis, and I'm just gonna dig and try it out, and he goes for peck, but fails, and it doesn't kill. I mean, I'm pretty underleveled, so I just decided to go for Rock Tomb, just because to be legit, but it misses, and yeah, that's kind of stupid, but whatever. So I just decided to go for dig. Thankfully, he doesn't get me poisoned, and I'm able to kill it with a crit, which is like the most retarded time to get a crit. So I level up, which is nice, and he has a Nidoran female, as you can tell by its normal female genitalia. And yeah, I get poisoned, and I'm like, Knuckles, this is horrible because the dig is just gonna do some poison damage, so not doing too hot. So Nidoran lives that. I'm like, this is bad, so I'm just gonna go for dig. Goes double kick. I'm like, oh gosh, this is gonna be bad. Come on, Knuckles, don't fail me. So I go for dig, and luckily, yeah, I don't take any more poison damage. So I'm like, hooray! So he's like, you're so rude. I'm like, you're rude, man. Just because I barge into people's houses makes me a bad person. So I'm like, wait, I have to go. I'm like, sleep with me. And I'm like, oh, Knuckles dies. So yeah, we're gonna go. Alright, so she's gonna treat me the only way a man should be treated by a woman, through sex. And I'm gonna talk to this chick, and he's like, doing something stupid. I'm like, okay, that's stupid. So over here, it's like some more people, and she's like, I got a Wigglytuff. I'm like, that's interesting. So I'm just like talking to it, and it's like, alright, that was 2 useless rooms. I'm like, oh, dang, threesome. So yeah, he's like, I love Pokemon, do you? I'm like, no, not as much as I love you, Tyler. Okay, that was creepy. So yeah, I send in Knuckles, and gets poisoned, of course, because Knuckles seems to be failing me pretty hard. So yeah, I'm gonna go for dig. Does pretty good chunk for being so underleveled, and I'm gonna go for Rock Tomb because I don't know, for style points, and I miss. I'm like, well, that sucks. And I'm like, too lazy to go Scratch. Scratch is for nubs. So go Rock Tomb and it misses. I'm like, oh, Knuckles, you never disappoint to fail me over and over again. So yeah, I'm gonna go he goes in here. I go into Twin Needle, and because I know that's gonna take it out even with the resistance. So yeah. So I defeat Tyler, and he's like, oh jeez, okay. So, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I want to heal up Knuckles, because I don't feel like running all the way over there just to get laid. So I'm just going to stay here and use some potions, and I'm going to talk to this chick, and she's like, oh, I'm using good grammar by saying my children and I. I'm like, oh, snap. So yeah, I'm going to teach a Brick Break to butt sex because, I don't know. So, sorry, I'm a little sick. Okay, so yeah, like, this is the perfect time to use Rock Tomb, and now it finally hits. I'm like, oh, I thought that had like a 0% accuracy, and it actually hits twice now, so I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, but it doesn't kill. I'm like, well, that's gay, and goes stand attack. I'm like, oh, that's even gayer, so I'm gonna go Scratch, and of course it misses. Goes Tackle, hardly does anything, because I'm pretty bloody bulky. So yeah, now I'm level 14, which is nice, and now she's got a Nidoran female, of course. I mean, trainers in this game are just so sexist. You never see a female Pokemon on a women. Whatever. So I'm gonna go dig. doesn't do all that much, but I get Poison Point. I'm like, ugh, Knuckles, Knuckles, Knuckles. You're such a failure. And yeah, misses the scratch. And I'm like, well, looks like I'm gonna have to switch out. Da 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 da. So yeah, Powerpuff takes the double kick like a pro and goes make a punch to take out that Nidoran female. So yeah, that's really cool. And yeah, defeat her, and she's like, I went all around the world from Harvard to Ballet to get these. I'm like, oh jeez. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here, pay the hooker about 25 bucks for a quickie, and yeah. So I'm going, and I accidentally walk into here. I'm like, last door. So here's another old gentleman who I feel like is bugging. He's part of the secret police of the SSS. So we got some Nazis in here, which is not good. So I'm barging in here. I'm like checking out these trees. I'm like, who do you work for? Trade. So yeah, I'm kind of like OCD. I'm like, I swear there's going to be an item somewhere in a tree, and I don't know if there is or not. So yeah, I'm going to barge into some others' houses, and there's a bunch of seamen in here, and I'm like, ooh, I like seamen. So yeah, first dude, I got Barney, and I'm like, oh great. So we got seamen, Barney, and some tentacles. Let's just think of what will come out of this. So yeah, Knuckles, I was going to go for the dig, but of course hits supersonic, 55% accuracy, he just seems to hit all the time. And I'm going to switch in Powerpuff because Powerpuff is pro and gets the freaking immobilization and is able to freaking punch that jelly thing in the face and take it out. So now he's got a Staryu. I'm like, you know what, screw it, I don't feel like switching. I'm just going to Green Giant to freaking whip it, and whip it good. And it goes Rapid Spin, predicting my switch to... I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go back into Knuckles now because it's a Shelter. I'm like, let's see how much scratch does. I'm like, I think that does like negative damage. Plus it goes for withdraw because he actually did drugs when he went into prison, and no one really remembers what he started off with. But man, he lost everything: his family, his friends, his money, his house, his girlfriend, his car, his duck, his boat. His toothbrush, it's all gone. Now he's just a Weasel Shelter, forced to work around Seaman and Barney and Tentacles. Okay, anyway, so we have this other battle, and it's Mr. Phillip, and he's got a Machop. So I'm like, I'm gonna dig up that stuff, man. So that's what I go do, and he goes S-Toss, which is actually pretty strong nowadays because he's level like what 20? It's pretty high up there. So I'm flipping out. I'm like, where'd I go to? I'm like, oh, you know what? Screw type advantage. Go Powderpuff. You do your stuff. And it goes Leer. But I'm like, screw you. I have a fist. And yeah. So I defeat that. Yeah, so I defeat Phillip. And he's like, beaten by a kid. I'm like, you know it. So I'm like running. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, ha! I knew it. So, sure it wasn't a tree, but whatever. So I'm in the mood for a quickie, and I'm like, hey, Sideways? And she's like, meh, why not? So yeah, I had to pay a little extra for it, but you know what? It was worth every penny. So I'm just double-checking that tree because it looked really suspicious, I gotta help up the SS as much as possible, being German. So he's got a Machoke, and, yeah, I don't know exactly what he's doing with a half-naked Pokemon in here, It's kind of chilling. It's odd. So yeah, I'm gonna walk in here and hear some more seamen. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna talk to this one. He's like, a sailor's pride is at stake. I'm like, kidoki dokin. So he's not gonna sell me donuts. He's actually gonna sell me like freaking Horsies because those are the most manliest Pokemon ever. If no guy has a Horsey on him, they are obviously no man, and they obviously possess 2 X chromosomes. So yeah, he's got a Shelter. I'm like, Knuckles, you got this, man. You got this, Knuckles. And I'm like, no, I definitely don't have this. So I'm going to switch into Green Giant. He's going to go Supersonic and hits, of course. So I'm like, you're cool, right, Green Giant? And he's like, yeah, I'm cool. So we go Vine Whip, and we take out that one. So now he's got a Tentacruel, and I'm like, I'll just switch into freaking Powerpuff to OHKO it. Haha. So yeah, goes Poison Sting. Hardly does anything. I go Mega Punch. Easily one-hit KOs that thing. And yeah, now it's down for the count. So thanks for watching Pokemon Leaf Green Part 12. Rate, comment, sub, and goodbye.